Alright, let's figure this noise out.
Whew.
Oh, for God's sakes. Ready, set. This is plugged into, oh my goodness.
Hey.
My...
By the way, you don't have to have my mic on.
So
I don't think I'll talk much, but if I do, okay. I'll let you know.
I'll leave. You want me to put it on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Dog.
Go for it.
Alright.
Try it out. See if you're in there.
Okay, this set of
At
headphones.
least I think I am.
This set of headphones.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock.
Alright.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Standard Byte. This is David.
This is Leah.
And you are listening to WELT 95.7 FM. Welcomes even the main library downtown via the tower at IPFW. WELT is generously funded by our awesome friends over at ESCO Communications, as well as the Friends of the Library, who encourage all Allen County residents to come to any branch library and read a book during normal business hours.
It's good to be back. I took last weekend off because we had some family event thing happening.
Yeah.
But I'm back.
It's very good to be back.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you. Yes, indeed. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, absolutely. You've got how many little ones?
I have 2.
2.
I have this many.
Yeah.
And they are my absolute love
Sure.
in the entire world. They are the coolest people I've ever met.
I agree.
And yeah, they're absolutely amazing. I am very fortunate to be their mother. That's how I see it.
Good. All right, that's better.
All right, that is better. I was wondering.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on there. But we have Austin, right? Austin's in the studio with us.
Yep.
He is the host of 90s Takeover here on 95.7, which comes on directly after our show, which is awesome. We love listening to great 90s music,
Yes,
and
we
Austin
do.
plays a bunch of it.
90s is amazing.
Absolutely.
90s is the best era of music since, what, the 70s? Like 60s,
Yeah,
and
60s and 70s.
Agree with you more.
Mhm.
Seriously, that was the last great era.
Yeah.
And I could probably talk your ears off about music, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh, yeah. Might as well. I mean,
yeah.
well, another episode. Well, maybe you do that next episode.
You know what?
Because
Hey!
next episode, you're doing it by yourself.
And I will totally do music.
I
Oh my
am
God.
not going to be here next week.
That's right. I'm going to be handling the show solo next week.
Yeah, I'm
so
taking
tune in.
a family trip. Likewise, as you were last week.
Mhm.
So I've got the weekend off.
All right.
Hooray. Remember, you can always chat with us on the YouTube live stream. Just go to youtube.com and search for the Standard Byte. You'll find our channel and you'll find our live stream. So,
Which I'm looking for at the moment.
yeah, it's on there somewhere. Should
Refresh the page.
That'd probably help.
Yeah, still reads 5.1. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't change the name of it. Well, did I? Well, it just should be just the regular one.
Just the regular one?
Yeah.
All right.
If there is a regular one. I don't know. YouTube live stream. That's
Nope.
probably not it.
Nope.
Oh well. It's there.
It's somewhere.
I promise it's there. Because it says it's there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No dead air.
YouTube.com/standardbyte.
And you can see us in the studio as well.
Mm-hmm. Darn right.
Yep.
What else is
And
there?
we'll still take your calls.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you see us on YouTube, you can call us too.
Yeah. 260-424-8728 is the number to call in the studio today. We're doing kind of a Mother's Day themed show to start it off with, at least.
I have the only thing that I really looked up article-wise that might fit for this. I found top 100 science fiction books by female authors.
Wonderful.
I didn't know that there was such
That's
a
a
thing.
long list.
Yes, it is, and I'm not going to read off the entire thing, but there are some really great highlights on
How
there.
about number
like
1, 25, 75, and 100?
Yeah, just take this.
Just do 5 of them?
There
Yeah.
we go. Oh, but Madeline L'Engle is on here. Obviously, Suzanne Collins.
Sure.
And what is it? Oh, yes, J.K. Rowling couldn't go without her.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, we've got it's a list like those, and half of these books I've never heard of, but the very very bottom one was A Wrinkle in Time, and I have read that, and it definitely does fit with a science fiction theme, but some of these don't really seem all that science fiction-y.
Oh, right.
And that was we kind of had that last week, or excuse me, last time I was on the air, with Kurt Vonnegut being on that list of something to do with sci-fi stuff. It was really strange because it was Slaughterhouse-Five, which is so not sci-fi.
Right, I agree. That was very odd, but you know, these lists aren't perfect.
No, they're not, and I think
They're not perfect unless I make them. So.
Oh God, that's not arrogant at all.
No.
That's not arrogant at all.
Slightly arrogant. Okay.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Kind of,
But here we have number 1 is Alana, The First Adventure by Tamora Pierce. Let's see what else we got here. Ash by Melinda Lowe.
Yeah.
Ooh, Assassin's Apprentice. Ooh, that sounds like a good one. By Robin Hobb.
Uh-huh.
Biting the Sun by Tanith Lee.
There you go.
That's interesting. Bone Shaker by Sherry Priest. Let's see.
Shake it.
Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lainey Taylor. That sounds almost horror fiction-y.
I kind of like that.
I do too.
Oh, by the way, if you go to youtube.com and search for The Standard Byte, you will see where it says our channel and then live now underneath it. So.
Absolutely.
Yep. Subscribe that.
Yes.
Please.
That way, never miss a show.
Yep.
And you can rewatch.
Absolutely.
So, there's that. Let's see. The Hearing Trumpet by Lenore Carrington. Hilled by Nicola Griffith. That's cool. Let's see. Karen Memory by Elizabeth Bear.
It's better than the effectively ignoring trumpet.
You know. The Mirror Empire by Cameron Hurley. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Let's see. The Raven of Boys by Maggie Stiefvater.
Whoa.
Stiefvater? I don't even know how to pronounce that last name. It's got to be like Icelandic or something.
Stinky Fafnir?
It's something. I don't even know how to say it. Oh no.
That's okay.
Oh yes, The Snow Queen by Joan D. Vinge. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And of course, A Wrinkle in Time, as I mentioned, by Madeleine L'Engle.
Right.
She wrote there were a few books in that series, and all of them very science fiction and time travel-y, and
Okay.
those are really good books. I was impressed. I didn't expect to like them.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh no. Alrighty then.
That was a big one.
That was.
That was a little exaggerated.
No kidding. All right. Yes, antics in the studio, folks. It never stops. Never a dull moment here with
Never.
Dave.
Never.
So what have you got for us?
Facebook.com/the standard or slash standard byte.
All right.
If I can get those words out. Facebook.com/standard byte is a thing and allows you to see our Sunday spotlights. I'm going to go to Facebook.com/standard byte so you guys can figure it out along with us.
So we can all figure it out together.
Yeah. I haven't looked at the
Alrighty.
page from the front end before.
From the front end.
Yeah,
Not
we
from the back end.
I have a
I'm sorry, this is going to get really silly in a hurry. Oh no.
You're back and you're excited. I understand.
I am. I'm very excited. I'm glad to be back.
But I have a Sunday spotlight up about the or from what is it, National Geographic or one of those things. Something was beeping weird.
Something was. I'm 100% sure what that was.
Oh well. And what was I saying?
The National Geographic. Oh.
Yeah, or one of those other animal-centric publications online. Yeah.
One of those animal-centric things.
Four-legged noisemaker-centric, thing. For Mother's Day, 12 too cute pictures of animal moms. So that's up on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Also, Vice.com did a story for Mother's Day. They asked everyone in their office to text their parents about how they were conceived. And the stories,
oh no,
the text message,
I don't feel like that's on-air appropriate stuff.
They're pretty funny.
Yikes,
so,
in a way.
That's our Mother's Day spotlight.
There
you can
we
check that out
go.
at Facebook.com/standardbyte. Give that a like and check that stuff out. Also, Twitter, obviously, Twitter.com/standardbyte. You can check us out there. Follow us on Twitter and tweet at us using the hashtag ByteMe. BYTEME. Next couple weeks, we're going to be on, what do you call it? Public
access TV.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be, broadcast on the television waves. That's going to be weird.
We're going to be working towards that here in the next couple weeks, and we'll let you guys know what's up with that.
Alrighty then. That's news to me too, folks. So you heard it here first, really.
Yep.
Seriously, you did. Not that
Good
you needed
stuff.
me to tell you.
Yeah, so that's fun. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you know it. 4 people watching right now. Say hi on the chat, folks. We'll
let
read
us know you're out there.
We'll read your comments on the air. If our question of the week, I think, should be, do you got anything to say to your mother?
Yes, exactly. Call us and let hey, put your voice out on the airwaves. Let your
Happy
mom know.
Mom's Day. If you'd ever
Happy
like
Mother's
to
Day to my
confess
own mother.
something to your mother.
Well, that's probably not the greatest day. Well,
I don't know.
actually, you know what?
Best day to do it.
It is the best day to do it.
Yeah.
But
Why
I'm
wait
going
till
to say,
Christmas when you're all together?
Right. I'm going to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom in Australia, down under. I'm not actually from Australia, as you can tell. But yep, but my mom is in Australia, and so Happy Mother's Day to my mom across the pond.
Woman at work.
Yep.
I'd like to say Happy Mom's Day to my mom, who is up in Illinois, near the Chicago area.
Ooh.
And
I enjoy Chicago.
She's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. She's a great mom. I couldn't ask for anything better. And
that's always a good thing to be able to say.
Raised me well, even though I was stupid.
That's okay too.
I also like to give a happy shout out to my wife, wonderful Kathy, who's a great mom to her kids as well.
She is.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Kathy.
To all moms,
yes,
including
all the moms.
my wife mom.
Your wife mom?
Basically. She takes care of me like a mother would.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. I found that domestic existence is very similar to that. I'm like, I don't remember signing adoption papers.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
But apparently I did.
Yeah, you did. You did. There's no getting around it either.
Indeed.
So.
That's very, very true. I
Anyways.
can hear myself in my head now. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta get my stories queued up because there's no
Let's have a look.
no internet in my house.
Uh-oh.
I know what being poor feels like.
Yep. I was about to say something really bad.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen. I won't say it on the air. Even though it didn't have any profanity in it, I'm careful about that.
Yeah.
I do self-censor a lot because my children are very young, so they're like little speaking spells.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Although they are very good about not repeating things that they hear.
Sure.
If I happen to catch myself and I do end up, I apologize. I tell them, excuse me, Mommy was just being very angry right then. Please do not repeat what I said.
Right. It's bad. Yeah, give us a call, 260-424-8728 to
wish your mom a happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, give a shout out to your mama.
Mm-hmm.
Whether she's alive or not, doesn't matter. We'd love to hear from you, and we know that they'd love to hear it as well. So,
yes.
We'll be waiting. Our line is open.
Yes, it is. It's wide open.
So,
Let's see.
Take the calls. I will interrupt stuff. Anyways, what I got here.
Speaking of Australia, I have this really funny list here, actually.
Yeah.
20 people who visited Australia were asked, what was the most surprising thing you saw? And when I read this, I actually had to call my mom. I had to talk to her about it because she lives there. She's lived there for a while now.
Sure.
And some of these made me laugh so hard because I've heard her say some of these very same things, like about how deadly the spiders are or whatever.
Yeah.
These are so funny. I laughed until I nearly cried when I first read this. Let's see. So, let's see. The first one that we have is frogs in the toilet was a surprise. Increased numbers of frogs when flushing was a bigger surprise. You couldn't see the water for the frogs. Apparently that's a thing there.
Wow.
Let's see.
Toilet frogs.
Astronomer here. The moon
Did you
is
fart
backwards.
or was that a ribbit?
What?
Did you fart or was that a ribbit? Toilet frogs. Get it?
Oh, jeez.
Ribbit.
Oh, no. Oh, astronomer here. The moon is backwards. To explain,
Agreed.
in the northern hemisphere, when the moon is waxing, it fills up the right side to the left, and when it wanes, it goes the same direction. In Australia, on the other hand, the waxing crescent starts on the left. It took me a moment to realize what exactly I was seeing, and I was absolutely tickled pink once I figured out what it all was.
Somebody got their wax-ons and wax-off mixed up.
It's, what is it, the toilets flush the other way and all sorts of weirdness there.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah, it's not really the other way. You're just looking at it the same way from a different side.
It is. You know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's see.
And they're in yesterday, right?
What is it? Oh, a sign on the beach reading, beware of snakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
The trouser variety, or?
Thank you, Monty Python.
You're welcome.
Oh, no. Let's see. Your crosswalks. The clanging is terrifying the first few times. Let's see, number 20 here.
Wait, there's clanging at crosswalks?
Apparently, there's an alarm that you have to, like...
Maybe it's like
down.
a train, you know, the ding, ding, ding
Yeah,
that
I think it
happens
might
at
be
train crossings? Maybe it's the same thing.
Maybe it is.
People are slow as trains out there.
They are.
You ever seen those truck trains, those gravel trains and stuff like that? They're
Yeah.
like 40 trailers long or some nonsense
Yep.
like that.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I could do that job. That's like a game of Snake on your old Nokia cell phone.
Oh, my God.
Just keep
Let's see.
aiming for the Aborigines. I don't know.
Oh, my
That was
God.
darty. That was dark,
awful.
dark and dirty. Darty.
It was darty. That just sounded like lazy Indiana speak, but you turned it into a thing.
It's
So
a
there
thing
we
now.
have it. It's a thing.
You heard it here first.
You did. And that's what happens when you listen in to the standard Byte. That's what happens. You hear it here first. Because we say the weirdness. Alrighty then.
Always.
What have you got?
Well, let me ask you guys a question.
Sure
Both
thing.
you and Austin. I know he's timid of the microphone. How much do you think people spend every year for Mother's Day?
Oh, wow.
On average. I mean, just shoot me a number.
$50.
$50?
Yeah.
I'd say 25 to 50.
25 to 50?
Thereabouts, yeah.
According to the National Retail Federation, Americans are expected to spend an average of $172.22 this year. Slightly less than last year's record high.
What?
Yeah, which was $172.63. In total, spending is expected to reach $21.4 billion
Good
this
heavens.
year on Mother's Day.
Way to go, Hallmark.
As a reference point, $19.7 billion was spent on Valentine's Day.
Oh, jeez. I hate Valentine's Day.
People feel obligated with moms,
Yeah, they do.
you know?
They do.
So that's something. This article comes from where? I don't remember.
And you're even looking at the dang thing.
Well, it was, I want to say thank you to Flipboard for being my source of news. Flipboard does not sponsor the show, but I love it dearly. So this
Yeah.
was on Flipboard. I can't recall. I think it might have been from Forbes, possibly. Yeah, greeting cards are the most commonly purchased gift, but less is also spent on them compared to other items. The most is spent on jewelry, closely followed by outings like brunch.
Gotta have it.
We've compiled the average spending per person and nationwide for 5 of the most common gifts. Click on the image below. I'll make sure I get that up on the page. But yeah, I just thought those numbers were rather interesting.
That is interesting. I'm a little bit surprised actually, because me personally, I don't like to give gifty things like trinkets and stuff.
Yeah.
I like to give experiences. I like to, for example, my son's birthday was last Sunday. And I don't like buying tangible things for them because that's not, he's going to outgrow them.
Sure.
I don't like buying toys for him because it's just, he's not going to love it forever. But if I can take him and give him an experience, which is why, like a year before, we went to the zoo.
Right.
We had a picnic at the zoo, and that was the big thing for his birthday. And in a couple of weekends, his dad is going to do a celebration with him where he goes to Jungle George's. So
Oh, cool.
Giving an experience instead of that.
That's
I do
fun.
wish my mom was here so that I could give her an experience, like, taking her out to brunch
Right.
or to take her to a museum and see some art pieces and stuff.
Sure.
I would love to do that.
That'd be great.
I'm clearing my throat on the air. This is terrible.
That's all right. It happens. Oh, shoot. I was going to say. Oh, yeah. I spent about $600 yesterday. So.
Great Caesar's Ghost.
Yeah. And you were talking about experiences. I bought my wife a bunch of stuff that would allow her to have experiences and create experiences.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to go tool shopping.
She posted about that.
Yep.
She has the tools of power.
Yeah. Power tools are her
Yeah.
thing now, apparently, and she
Okay.
never really used them
Uh-oh.
and doesn't know how. So she's embarking upon a project today, and I'm hoping to not come home and find limbs everywhere.
Hopefully not. Yes,
But
let's
I'm
cross
sure
our
she'll be
fingers.
fine. We have a circular saw. We got all kinds of stuff, jigsaws, and all kinds of. We went to the pawn shop. We went over to Lev's.
Oh, yeah.
Lev's down on wherever the heck that is.
Yep. Wherever the heck that is. I know what you're talking about.
We
It's
picked
cool.
up some used stuff over there that was in good condition and broken in, so to
Yeah,
speak,
there you go.
and for really good prices. Head out to pawn shops if you need tools.
It's a good place
Go
to
to the store for the bits, and I made sure not to buy her any Chinese junk.
Yep.
I bought
Always
her,
a good idea. Yep.
Good
Craftsman probably.
Swedish made.
Oh, yeah.
Craftsman actually. Some of the Craftsman stuff is made out of China.
Out of China. It's made out of China. The country
Yeah,
itself.
Where do you think they get the raw materials from?
Oh, well, see, there you go.
China make it.
Oh, jeez.
And they're just trying to make it over there.
Yep, they are.
Just trying to make it over there. And we bought her all a bunch of stuff. I bought her a bunch of Bosch bits and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Real good Swiss stuff.
Yeah. Good to go.
That'll hold up for a while.
That's the
And,
hope, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get her a whole round set of things and proper safety equipment and face shields and stuff. She wants to do woodworking projects.
Ooh.
So we have a dresser that I've had for years that we're going to be stripping down, painting, sanding, simple stuff. I've got
All
her
right.
a powered belt sander and stuff like that she can use to sand all the varnish off and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
And respirators and all the stuff
Yeah,
she
you're gonna
needs.
need
So,
those.
so that she can turn. She wants to turn that into an entertainment center.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a shorter, longer one of them.
Yeah. I know
So,
what you're talking about.
yeah. So that'll be neat,
God
and
bless
that she's going to be embarking upon those projects with our son.
Oh,
We're trying to find something to get him into. You know, he doesn't have a lot of things to do, so he ends up stealing stuff. You know?
Oh, well, yeah. You got to
You-
keep them busy,
yeah.
otherwise they will occupy, yes,
Yeah.
idle hands or the
Well,
devil's
and he's
playground.
8 years old and finally got his taste of financial freedom.
Uh-oh.
$100 from his sister. That was a gift that was kind of put away, but he found it.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, paid $23 at Dairy Queen for a Blizzard. They ripped him off because he's 8.
Yeah, he did.
And,
Wow.
And then changed the
Wow.
rest of it out in 5s and wasted at other places. So he
Wow.
owes his sister everything now. His sister owns him. So
Uh-oh.
until that's paid off, but
That's funny.
you know, stuff happens.
It does.
You can't always deal with it.
Yeah.
You just gotta roll with it. It doesn't always help to be rough about it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's so hard
exactly.
to find no parent does it right.
Well,
That's the sad part.
it is, and it's something that I feel and struggle with every single day. Is was I too hard on them, or could I have done this better? Could I have said it in a way that they would have understood
Sure.
to alleviate frustration?
Could have. All you
Yep.
can do is think about it in hindsight and try to adjust it for the future.
That's the.
It's really tough.
It's an operating learning experience from the word
really,
go.
really tough.
The absolute best parenting advice I ever heard in my life actually came by accident from a friend of mine years and years ago, well before I had children. I asked him, "How do you know how did you know you were ready to have kids?" Because he had a daughter.
Yeah.
And he
Whoops.
smiled really big. And he smiled and he goes, "You're never ready.
No.
You're never ready. You can think you are, but you're never ready.
Yep.
But it's unexpected fun." And that was the best way I've ever heard it put.
That's a great way to put it.
It is.
Why don't we? Enough about kids.
Enough about kids, but it's Mother's Day.
I hate them.
You can't eat them, Dave.
I didn't. I said I hate them.
No, I know that.
Okay.
I didn't.
Just checking.
No, let me correct myself. I hate children. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. No. Children are great.
With barbecue
So,
sauce.
Yeah. Sprinkling of rat turds on the top.
Oh my God. ew.
Garnishment.
Garnishment.
This one has steel balls that when you bite into it, shoot out and impale your cheeks. Another Monty Python.
Oh my
the Wizzo chocolate stuff.
Yep.
I was watching. I got a gift from a listener and friend of the show, John Scott, who's also an author, sent me the O2 live performance from London for Monty Python Live.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing.
It's hilarious.
We cannot get enough Monty Python.
Great musical.
Yeah, right.
So
What was it? Weren't they supposed to do like Spam-A-Lot on
Probably.
on Broadway or
Yeah,
something?
something like that.
I think they did. It was a short-lived, like they batted it around for a little bit,
Right.
and I think they ended up doing something different, but
yeah,
But whatever.
I think so. Yeah. All right. So moving on here, we got the release of Captain America: Civil War. That came out, and in the movie, Iron Man's mom makes an appearance.
oh, this is how we're tying it in.
Yeah. So
Got
let's
it.
talk about her for Mom's Day.
All right, Iron Man's mom.
Yeah, and this comes from,
Tony
where does
Stark.
it come from? I don't know. Anthony Bresnikan wrote this article. I could figure it out. I think it might have been like Mashable or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a
I
Mashable.
try to
article.
save all the notes, but I can't always get the sources correct. So my apologies. Enough with the daddy issues. Since it's Mother's Day and Captain America: Civil War is dominating the box office, this is the perfect time to discuss what we just learned about the woman who gave birth to Iron Man.
Yeah,
Full armor and everything when he came out. It was really
that sounds
Painful.
really painful.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
that's
His,
awful.
his armor's rounded in some versions. So
No.
Robert Downey Jr. hinted about this element of Tony Stark's past way back in July when he spoke to Entertainment Weekly. Entertainment Weekly was where this came from.
Now that we know.
Yeah, during our set visit to Civil War. He said Stark was in a reflective state of mind in this film. He's gonna see what he can do if he can get back and if he goes back and
God
recalibrates his personal life, regardless of how well that does or doesn't go, the actor said. He's thinking about where he went to school. He's thinking about his folks. The actor added, he's not a kid anymore. Well, Downey.
Mm.
RDJR.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We're just going to leave that right where it is.
And he's thinking about the back nine. Obviously he talks weird. So when it's directly transcribed, it doesn't jive in the brain space.
Nope.
Obviously he has
as we go.
Right. Obviously he has this kind of tragic childhood where his folks die and all that stuff, and he mentions that in the first film. He says he never got to say goodbye to his dad, and Downey trailed off. I asked, what's the story with his mother? I don't think we've ever heard much about that. The actor jabbed a finger in the air. Exactly.
The actor jabbed a finger in the air. Exactly. I can see this. What a cool. Well written. I like it.
I'd always felt that this was like a really cool kind of like Ivy League rebel Eleanor Roosevelt type, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what's been on my mind with it. Cool. I asked, is that part of the movie or just something you keep in your head as background? It's a little bit of both, sit down. A little bit of both. But once in his life, RD Jr., that's what I should just say, RD Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
Didn't spill one of Marvel's big secrets. It turns out that Maria Stark is a crucial part of Civil War.
Ooh.
Yeah. But since her storyline has massive repercussions, we're going to talk about that with the directors Joe and Anthony Russo after the jump to protect the spoiler-averse. So, I will get this article posted on the Facebook page. So if you want to read a few spoilers, if you have not seen Civil War yet, you'll be able to find that after the show on Facebook sometime later today, and you can go read that. But just so you know, Iron Man's mom plays a crucial role in Civil War. Yeah. Which we didn't see in trailers, we didn't hear about beforehand. So this is a really tightly kept secret.
I like it.
So that was interesting to read.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
I haven't been to see a movie since, God bless it, yes, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Me neither.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I just don't. It's expensive to go to the movies anymore.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was what was it? I think like $17 just for the tickets.
Yeah.
And there were just two of us.
Uh-huh.
I mean, God, I can't even.
Heck yeah.
I can't even imagine, taking my two children and everything, and the popcorn, of course. You gotta have the popcorn. And yeah, the theater apparently doesn't actually make money on having the films there. The only thing that keeps the theater itself going is the concessions and the other.
Only occasionally is there distribution cut for the theater.
Yeah.
But that goes to the main corporation that owns the theaters. But yeah, they make it all on concessions. And yeah, when I go to the movies, tickets are basically free. And then you spend $100 in concessions.
Yes,
you seen Civil War yet?
No, I haven't.
No?
Actually.
Any plans to?
I don't know. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
I do know the last time I went to the movies, it was $40.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, well, jeez, yeah. Was that just for you?
No, that was with two people.
Oh, I'm surprised. Did you get any food?
Popcorn and drinks.
Yeah? Yeah, I spent over $100 at the theater just for the four of us to go.
Oh my God! Wow! Just wow! That is unreal.
Yeah, it's something, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. And going to see a movie is in itself an experience because you're not just popping in a movie and curling up on the couch. Although that is nice, but you're going for the whole experience: the sound, the size of the screen, the detail. That's one thing that I do like about going to the theater, and I'm very picky about the movies that I'll watch, that I'll go and actually spend that kind of money to go see. Star Wars was an obvious I must kind of thing.
Right.
And I should probably look at IMDb and see what's coming out that I should look into. I don't know. There's
one about Ray Kroc, the not inventor of McDonald's, but the eventual, who we consider the originator of McDonald's as it is today.
Oh, yeah?
He was the milkshake salesman who ended up buying and owning the McDonald's Corporation. Ray Kroc. So that's about him and how that happened and the whole takeover. There's also a Snowden film coming out with who's the actor in it? He's in Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yep, he's gonna be playing Edward Snowden.
That's kind of weird.
In the film.
Okay, he doesn't look anything like him.
No.
But whatever.
Whatever,
I think Edward
his voice
Snowden,
is
for everything you've done.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Very helpful.
Thank you,
I'm sorry that you had to run.
Yeah,
But-
and him and who's the guy from WikiLeaks? What's his name? Oh, come on, he's in.
Swedish guy.
Yeah, he was in
I know what you're talking
sought
about.
asylum in, I think, Brazil. I think
Assange.
Yes,
Julian
Julian
Assange.
Assange. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There we go. He's another hero.
Yeah.
He is an absolute hero.
Absolutely.
Leaking the government dirty laundry.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
The more
definitely.
of that we can have, the better.
Definitely. I've got a story here from Mashable to get back on the mom track.
All right, we're getting
It's
back
fun.
on the mom track.
This
All
is
right.
a good one.
This is a good
This
one.
is 15 pieces of invaluable kid advice to moms this Mother's Day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's great. Moms are used to hearing advice from every possible corner of their lives, friends at the playgroup, teachers at school, mommy blogs, and of course, their own mothers.
Yes.
But sometimes the very best, most endearing advice comes from the mouth of babes.
Mm-hmm. It totally
And that's
does.
not just hot women in bikinis. Kids. After all, who else knows the best about the true impact, warmth, and love of a mother rather than the child themselves?
Indeed.
If one thing is certain, if one thing is a certainty, it's that kids aren't afraid to speak the truth. And while their blunt words can sometimes sting a little, they can also make our hearts smile.
Yep.
This Mother's Day, we're celebrating the quirky, beautiful piece of advice kids give moms without even realizing the extent their words ring true. Some sage kid advice to take to heart. Below are a few tidbits of wisdom from kids who are wise beyond their years. Ninja skills are greater than diaper changing skills. This comes from Spencer to his mom. Mom, we got to work on your ninja skills.
Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Let's see. Pierce, age 3, says, Mommy, you need chocolate.
Is that not the truth?
Yep. What else here? Don't forget to treat yourself and relax from time to time. Kids may have very serious thoughts on your hairstyle too. Let me see if I can get this to refresh correctly. Oh, there it is. Mommy, this comes from Adeline, age 3 as well. Mommy, I only like your hair down. Let's go home and I'll help you blow dry it, okay? But that was as we were leaving the water park today, and it was 110 degrees outside.
Exactly.
Frizz Central.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts. Actually, I was going to give a shout out to one of the moms that I work with, Marissa Martin. She is one of the coolest people. I loved her son had a school trip the other day, and she had half the day off of work so that she could go with him. And her son popped into, I think, the bathroom, and he goes, Mommy, can you wear lipstick today? And she goes, well, I might. And he goes, well, I just want my teacher to know how pretty you are. It was so
that's
sweet.
so sweet.
Oh my God.
Don't lie, that's great.
Oh.
That is great. This comes from James to his mom. Hold my hand, Mommy. Now you need to be relaxing. Sounds a little randy to me, but...
Well, you know.
And you're driving, and adulthood in general, they can be brutally honest and sassy.
Yep.
And throw your words of caution right back at you. Sometimes you just got to let them learn things on their own.
Mm.
This comes from Greta, age 4. You should never text and drive.
Yep.
I don't do that because I don't have a car and I don't have a phone.
Oh my God, I love it.
Also from
Oh,
Stella,
God.
age 5. Mama, sometimes you just have to let a kid try something by themselves.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. That sounds like something my daughter would say to me.
But dear, you literally had a bag of cocaine.
Sweetheart,
Like,
no.
Yeah,
No.
you gotta share some with Mommy.
There are some things, yeah, you know what? What is it? I take, it was that
Is that
silly,
sage
It's,
or is that oregano?
there was a meme, it was, someone said that I take Adderall because I like to get things done. And there was a guy with huge eyeballs, and he goes, I take cocaine because I like to get everything done.
Greta also said to her mommy, this is Greta, age 4, so 2 hands on the wheel, Mommy. But they'll often encourage, but they'll also offer heartfelt encouragement and perspective, making you realize that even though it can be hard, motherhood is totally worth it.
It totally is.
Yeah. More quotable moments. Hey, if you got anything weird your kids have said to you, as a
Oh, I've
mom,
got some stories.
feel
God.
free to call us at 260-424-8728. We got about 15 minutes in the show. We're going to end a little bit early, so Austin can get set up to take over for 90s
90s.
Takeover.
Yeah.
Taking over the studio and kicking us out.
Yeah, he is. But that's okay.
That's okay. Yep, it's okay.
That is all right.
But, yeah, so
Got it.
give us a call.
Yes, give us a call and tell us something funny your kid has said to you.
424-8728.
And so,
wish your mom a happy Mom's Day. Remember, this will be recorded on the internet forever.
Yep.
So you might as well have that you can point to each year and say,
There you
I
go.
did that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Be grateful.
Yeah. I don't need to spend 172.27 or whatever it was on
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
gifts this year.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unreal. I've never even heard of that. But then again, I mean.
But they're worth the moon.
Mm-hmm. There we are. But no, I've got, what was it? My son and daughter were in the back seat. I was headed to my dad's to visit him.
Yeah.
And they were playing nicely, and then I hear my son whine from the back seat, Mommy, Kimber won't give it back. And I said, well, did you ask her nicely? And he said, Kimber, may I please have it back? And there was nothing but silence for about 5 seconds, and I can hear the look on his face.
Wow.
He goes, I'll take the silence as a no. I'm like, you are 5. Where is this coming from?
That's great.
And I could even hear the wry expression on his face.
Wow.
It was so funny. Oh, that made me laugh.
Okay. I
Shoot.
will take the silence as a no.
I will take the silence as a no. He was 5. I couldn't believe it.
That's great.
Oh, it was amazing.
That's great.
They are so cool. They are so much fun. They're a riot.
I know there are many times my kids have thrown words right directly back at me
Oh, no.
that I've said, and do your chores. You first. You know, or something like that.
Yep.
Darn it. Yep.
And they're not wrong, so you can't correct them.
Mhm.
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
one
Daddy's
of those
got
times.
important things to do.
Yeah.
You do your stuff, please.
You do you.
Yeah.
You go do you.
Yeah.
Worry
you got
about
the
your
list,
own self.
right?
Yep.
Set a good example for me. That's what I'll say.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is such a cop-out, and I
I know.
love it. And I love it.
It's the best one I've got, though. You know, we have to talk about setting a good example for each and every one of them. So
Mm-hmm.
they still fight like monsters, though.
That's probably because one's a teenager and one's just being a bullheaded little boy.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, hormones are flying and lots and lots of things are happening. Oh, I'm not necessarily looking forward to that, but I love how every day, every time I see my children, I notice new things about them. Notice that they've been, they're taller and they're getting smarter and they're more eloquent. It's just
that weird mustache on your boy. You know?
Yeah, I hope not.
Wow.
God, no, not yet, please. He's only 6. He just turned 6.
If that happened, man,
I would really
take a lot of photos.
Yep, I totally should.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that they're little and they're still so cuddly, and I love all the amazing things that they keep learning and doing. This is easily the coolest thing in the world.
Once
is
they
being
hit
a mom.
puberty, though.
Yeah, see, I'm not looking forward to that. I've
No.
heard stories, and
You went through it. Come on.
I did go through it, but I'm going to tell you this, and I sincerely hope that my mom is listening to this because.
I apologize for everything.
Oh no.
Oh.
No. Here's the thing. Unlike, and I'm not saying that we were perfect. Me and my siblings, we weren't perfect.
Of course
Absolutely
not.
we weren't. But unlike a lot of teenagers, we never stole a car. We didn't run away. We didn't get into drugs. We didn't have these relatively common
Any
problems.
bad drugs, at least.
We didn't.
Kept the good ones.
We didn't do any drugs, actually. And it was something that I did point out to her when I was about 19 years old. And I asked her, how many other moms have teenagers that can say the same as you? Which is, I've never said I hate my mom. I've never, ever told her, I hate you, I'm going to run away.
Very rare.
I have never, ever said it to her.
Super duper
Even if
rare.
I felt it, I wouldn't say it because I don't even know if I
You
can
have this
credit my
weird,
parenting.
super early maturity, I think. Something in your genes.
I don't know.
No, I noticed that about you. Because you're what, 17? Right?
I actually just had a lady
kidding.
at the library. She saw me walking, and she's like, "You look too young to be a mother." But a happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, I don't even have my kids with me. This is kind of weird.
Considering how the Mormons do it, no one's too young to be a mother. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I know, right?
I've heard some stories about Amish and Mormon, and
They're not rumors. They're not just
I said I've
stories.
heard
They're
stories.
truth. They're truth. Yeah.
What was it? Oh God, I have a terrible Amish joke that I totally want to tell you. I have a terrible Amish
You
joke.
should tell it on the air.
I so should.
We don't reach out to Elkhart in that area, so you should be fine.
I guess that's true. Okay, so
Just keep it FCC compliant, huh?
what do you call a group of Amish children?
Gander?
No. You call them a pan of omelets.
Oh,
Because they're a pan of omelets. That's a group of
still
Amish
spelled with an O.
But you don't have to. You can
Right.
spell it differently. Just
Spelled
from
with
the
an
top.
A.
There
I
you
know.
go.
It'd be funny if that was the wear. Like they actually call their kids omelets.
That would be funny. I've actually, what was it? I've heard some interesting stories about Amish folks. They're not really as mild in person as they could be, as they portray themselves to be out in public.
Was it Breaking Amish or something like that? Or
Oh my God, that would be funny.
That show. There's a show about the Amish mafia.
What?
Yeah, it exists.
What?
They ride horses into battle, apparently still. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't hold a half-burnt candle flame to
Oh my God.
the real mafia.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Their hats are too brim to see the guys who are more powerful than they are above them. So
That's all right.
it's okay.
It happens.
I gotta stop with the Amish stuff. They're all right. They make great apple butter.
They do, and they actually, I love their workmanship.
Sure.
In any of their structural
Yeah.
stuff, any of their projects. What was it? There are people that live out in LaGrange and Leato area, and they will hire whole crews of Amish to do additions on their houses and so on. It's just really expensive to get
Right.
Amish-made furniture or Amish-made or an Amish-built house,
Right.
and that's just the way that works.
Yep.
Oh lordy!
I got one more story.
All right, we got one more story for you.
Well, I'm saying we got about enough time for one more story.
We've got about enough time.
Let's see here. This comes from Uprocks.
All
Finally
right.
got the sources correct.
Yeah. Right.
Learn from these gift fails before you ruin Mother's Day.
Oh no. I can see
Yep.
this being funny.
It's Mother's Day, but the clock is still ticking for you to snag your mom, or that sounds really dirty.
Oh geez, don't say things like that. Come on now. Oh my God, that's awful, Dave.
Ticking for you to shag your mom,
Oh,
or
no.
the mother of your children. An awesome last-minute gift, and avoid coming off like a thoughtless jerk.
Well, you know.
There are a couple of routes you can go when it comes to Mother's Day gifts. Flowers and dinner is always solid. Your mom's sure to appreciate it if you surprise her with a mimosa and offer to do every chore around the house.
That would be nice.
That's not how it works. The key is to find some way you can make her life a little more pleasant. And Jesus Christ, did you just burp?
No,
Who did?
I cleared my throat.
Okay, that sounded like a belch. No.
Anyway.
You heard a... Yeah, that's what I heard. Do it again. Yep. Yeah. But it was off a little bit. It warbled more.
Well, see, there you go.
Oh, sorry. You burps derailed me. See,
If
there
you
she
mean
goes
my
again.
throat clearing.
Yes.
Anyway, we're making Austin laugh hysterically. He can't even put himself together. This is awesome.
Key is to find some way for you to make her life a little more pleasant, burp, and thank her for keeping you from electrocuting yourself as a kid.
That's always nice. I'm
Yeah.
very glad I did not electrocute myself.
Well, what you don't want to do is give her a terrible gift that will make, well, there's no word make even in the sentence, that will leave
okay.
you feeling like a garbage child for years to come. If you're unsure what constitutes a bad Mother's Day gift, these stories from Mother's Day gone wrong from Reddit should give you a clear idea.
This should be funny.
Yeah, when you think you're helping, but you're really not.
Well, you know.
Gym passes, Weight Watchers
Oh.
guides,
Oh,
anything
no.
that basically says, hey, you could
Lose
use a
some
little
weight.
work.
Oh my God.
Could use a little work. Is
No.
probably
I need to be disciplined and just do that myself so that nobody has to tell me.
not going to go over smoothly.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Time takes its toll on everyone, but as Dildo Deity's father found out, that's the username on Reddit, I'm quoting.
I was going to say, what are we talking about here?
Dildo
No.
Deities.
Yeah,
It's right
just
on there.
don't get your mama.
It's-
No.
Don't do that either.
No,
Don't
my
get a
God, no,
vibrator
no,
that
no,
doubles
no.
as a phone. Yeah.
Yikes.
It's probably best not to offer quick fixes as a gift. He said, quote, "My dad is the king of terrible gift giving. Don't get me wrong, he tries very hard. He tries to get you things he think you need or really want, but it never works. 5 years ago, my mom started to complain about wrinkles and the like, and my dad, thinking he knew exactly what he needed to get her,
No.
got her a gift certificate for Botox. My mom, the funniest person I know, started to laugh and accepted the gift anyways, even though I think she was just a little offended. My brother and I didn't know he got her Botox, so when she opened the card, all three of us were holding our breath and bracing for impact."
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Sarcastic orange cats don't make good gifts either.
Sarcastic orange cats.
Yeah, like, Donald Trump. His face is a sarcastic orange cat.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, and his hair is Opie on top, just flattened out and ironed down.
He does have terrible hair.
Garfield belongs in two places. the funnies section of your newspaper, and on the back windshield of a minivan in 1987.
Yep.
That's it. Jim Davis's sarcastic fat cat has been incredibly popular for more than 3 decades now, but that doesn't mean your mom wants him dangling from her ears. Bad move, Lyjax.
Oh, no.
Quote, I treated my mother to a pair of earrings which had Garfield on them. Sure she doesn't have she doesn't have pierced ears, but it's Garfield, right? What's not to love? For as long as I've been old enough to recognize the difference between a good and blank present, I have been trying to make up for it. She's the best. She's the best person in my life.
Aw.
So,
what a sweet thing to say to your mother.
Pranks and Mom's Day don't mix.
No.
If you forgot to pull a prank on April Fool's Day, don't try to make up for it on Mother's Day.
Oh no.
Ask SK17 or as SK Foolish. God, I can't talk today. I can't talk ever. So why am I surprised?
I was just gonna say this is not new. To those of you who just tuned in, this isn't new. This happens all the time.
As SK17 foolishly found out, its chances of backfiring are pretty much 100%. Quote, for Mother's Day, my sister and I thought it would be funny to forget Mother's Day.
Oh, no.
This was right after my dad was commuting between Arkansas and Florida for a new job, so she was stressed to begin with. As we are plotting our surprise Mother's Day gift in my sister's room, my mom came in, bawling her eyes out, and tells us she is sick of taking care of everyone around the house, and I quote, this is the worst Mother's Day ever. Needless to say, it turned out to be the worst prank ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good time.
No.
It's not a good time.
Avoid gifts that result in infections.
Eee.
Yeah.
Eee. I don't know what Eee.
Nobody wants herpes from Mom.
Sorry, I just completely clipped out the microphone.
Any gift that results in the person having to likely visit the doctor for an antibiotics prescription is automatically a bad gift.
Yes, automatically. You don't. Let's take the guesswork out of it for you. That's bad.
Redditor Aiden_Sickles apparently has bad gift giving encoded in his DNA because the guy takes the cake when it comes to the gift giving disappointment.
Oh no.
Quote, my dad is a terrible gift giver.
Oh jeez.
One year for my mother's birthday, he got her a computer monitor for his computer. Another time, for Mother's Day, he got her a lawnmower. For their anniversary one year, he got her a mini ironing board for pressing shirts. On many occasions, he got her tools for his tool shed.
Yep.
The one that takes the cake, though, is the time he decided to remodel the outside of the house. My mom was gone on a church trip and would be back on their anniversary.
Oh,
She
no.
had asked that the house simply be painted all one color. It was an old trailer home, and while the siding was all the same style, it was 3 different colors.
Oh no.
Me and my dad tore all the siding off and replaced it, mostly with the super cool concrete composite wood replicate. That sentence with me all the way to the top, except for the last row, because he couldn't figure out how to reattach the roof properly.
Oh no.
We left it like that, and black mold started growing in the walls as rainwater poured in over the years.
Oh no.
We all developed respiratory infections.
Yep. Yes, you did. Wowzers. I heard a story about surprise remodeling once. That was funny.
Yeah.
There was what was it? The guy tricked his wife into going and leaving the house, going shopping for a day. And while she was gone, he just ripped out the stairwell. So they had a stepladder to get upstairs. I think the overall notion was simply that the guy just could not sit still. He couldn't not do home improvement.
Sure.
He just had to do something.
Yeah, some sort of home destruction surgery needed to happen.
Home
That's
destruction
crazy.
surgery. It was just a funny story because it's like I can't even sit still anymore.
Yeah. Finally, if it involves a chore, it's a bad gift.
Yep.
If you take away one single nugget of wisdom from these tales of Mother's Day failure, let it be this. If it involves your mom doing work, it's a suck-butt gift. Who knows what sort of gift this Redditor punished his/her mother with for Mother's Day, but if it's anywhere near as bad as their Christmas gift, then it definitely didn't go over very well.
Who knows?
Quote, gave my mom a plastic snow shovel for Christmas once because hers broke and she didn't like using my dad's heavy metal one. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but I later realized what a stupid gift it was and really felt bad for a while. Again, if it involves moms doing work, it's not a good gift. Quote,
No, it's not.
I pitched in with my dad and brother to buy Mom a new state-of-the-art vacuum for my mama for her birthday. She was less than pleased.
Well,
That was via Awkward Bumblebee on Reddit.
Yep, that a very fitting name.
Go forth. Find your mom the perfect gift that says, I love you, thanks for everything, and not, please clean up after me.
Yeah.
So
that's the moral of the story, folks. That is definitely the moral of the show this week. And that's going to wrap it
we
up
love
for
you,
us.
moms. Happy Mother's Day to
Yes,
everybody
happy Mother's
watching
Day,
and listening.
moms. That means my mom. And I wave at the YouTubers. I know my mom's not actually watching right now, but she'll probably
catch you later.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't even know what time it is in Australia.
That's okay. It's yesterday, right?
It's tomorrow.
Something like that. Tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the middle of the night.
All right, guys. You all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Leah will be back next week solo.
Yes, I will.
Doing a show about whatever she wants to do.
And I totally will.
And there probably won't. I don't know. I could do a live part taping on this. There's no reason.
I'll figure something out. I'll talk to you
maybe?
off air about
Okay.
it. Yep.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
We'll see you later. Thanks for listening to Standard Byte. My name's David.
My name's Leah.
And remember, you're listening to WELT 95.7 FM Community Radio here in Fort Wayne.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Pre-diabetes, and you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org, but you're probably not going to, are you?
All right, I'm
Kids,
playing the
work, listening to the radio.
mics are
You're
off.
busy, which is great because busy people can't get pre-diabetes. Oh my!
playing
I
the,
read that wrong.
PSAs
They
for the
can.
break.
Should have worn my glasses. So visit doihaveprediabetes.org and take a short test because pre-diabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Alrighty then.
Tómese un minuto para averiguar si podría tener prediabetes. Visite podriatenerprediabetes.org.